National Football League. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Raiders and the Texans, and it comes your way next.
Our coverage of the NFL has brought us to Space City and NRG Stadium, right next to where the old Astrodome sits, here in Houston, Texas. Welcome to another entertaining matchup, folks. Kate Scott, Brock Ewart on the call in this one. And Brock, a couple of running backs down on the field who can really take over their offenses when they get in the groove.
And I think that's going to be the ultimate goal of both of these offenses, right? I mean, there's just no confusion about it. They want to get their bell cow in that groove and get them going. Find that rhythm where they're ripping.
Season's still just getting started. We're off in week 3. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. So here come the Texans for their opening drive. And leading them out is the 2nd overall pick back in the 2023 draft from the Ohio State. It's C.J. Stroud.
I think we could give them a pass from last week because they still found a way to win, and that's the ultimate job of a quarterback. But those interceptions, that's not what we're used to seeing out of him week to week. The 2 touchdowns, though, well, that's the bar he wants to hit each and every time out, and when he gets there, usually good things follow.
And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. It's a gain of 29 yards, and it sets up a Houston first. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. On play action, here's Stroud. Completed to Collins. Now a moment to check out his numbers catching that football last week. Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. Takes off right out of the read option. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. Give him 3 on that game. And the Texans are going to have a first down. Stroud off the play fake. Throwing the out route complete. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, short of the 15. First down, Stroud. Has him on the quick hitter. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. 2nd and 3 now.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 8-yard line.
Staying between the tackles with Mixon. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. His drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
So here come the Raiders now for their opening drive. They're led out by someone amidst their 2nd act as an NFL QB. He was a 2nd-rounder back in 2013, Geno Smith.
Kate, he's had some time to work past their last game, and he needed every second of it. A 4-interception game isn't easy for anybody to move on from, even for the shortest of memories. He's got to get his head right this week. This team needs him to deliver.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. There's a give up the middle. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Not a good spot to punt from. They really want to convert here on 3rd. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. Now the Raiders readying for the punt, and they'll turn to former All-Pro A.J. Cole for the kick. And he's brought down before the return gets far. It's a 61-yard punt that time. And it's going to be Texans football. Now we'll see the Houston offense for their second drive of the contest. They'll begin with a run by Mixon. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Jacorian Bennett there for the tackle. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Shotgun now, first round. They'll just huck this one into row C, and some lucky fan is going to haul in a heck of a souvenir. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw, Stroud. Pressure comes, and he's taken down. The Raiders got him. Texans going to kick this away on 4th, and it's Tommy Townsend on for the punt. He punted 4 times last week in the win, and his first of this week is away. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. Second drive coming up for the Las Vegas offense. A play fake, now Smith to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Throwing on 3rd, Smith. Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next. From the 38. Throw reeled in by Mayer. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Kalen Bullock up to make the stop. The Texans going with a dime set here. We've got 6 DBs for 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he could not get there. They stop him right at the line. Las Vegas sends out the punt team. Went for 48 with his first kick, and this one looks even better. That one hits at the 6, but can't check up. It gets into the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense back out now, ready to go. By this point, partner, they are through that opening script, through trying to establish their offense, and yet still no points. Thinking it might be time to start switching things up a little bit, tear up the old game plan and start fresh.
Well, I promise you that's what's buzzing on the headsets and over on the sidelines and in the huddle. Got to find a way to just get into some sort of rhythm.
From the gun, Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Got to figure out this 3rd down here.
A 3-yard loss on the play makes it 3rd and 16.
Back to throw, Stroud. Oh, they're on him, and he's dropped again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down. From their own end zone, and he gets it away. And the fair catch is made just about a yard or 2 short of midfield. So no return on that punt. And it'll be Raider football. Smith on first down. Finds his back complete. And they make the tackle at the 38. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for Raiders first. New set of downs for him at the 38. 1st and 10 now. Here's Smith. That's taken in nicely by Brock Bowers. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. They go play action. Here's Smith. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Azeez Al-Shire has it. He was trying to fit it into a window in the zone coverage, but by the time he let it go, boy, Brock, that lane had closed, and someone was there to make a play on it.
Now, what you're trying to do in zone coverage defensively is make that quarterback see a window that isn't actually there. And as soon as he takes the bait and sends it over the middle, well, you got 1, 2, 3 defenders all there in range to go pick it off.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Now it's Stroud. Collins there to grab it. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. 2nd and 3 now.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 41-yard line.
From the 41. Finds him on the crossing route. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. So we saw dueling interceptions in a turnover-laden 1st quarter. Couple of zeros on the board right now. We'll make our return to NRG Stadium after this. Welcome back. We'll begin this 2nd quarter with the Texans in possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Running with Mixon out of the gun. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Jeremy Chin there on the stop. The Raiders go a nickel on this 3rd down.
3rd and 4.
Here's Stroud. Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Headed out right. He's running with it. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense.
And he will score. It's a Houston touchdown. The Texans get the game's 1st points here in the 2nd. Point after up and good by Fairbairn. And they add one on to their 1st touchdown of the contest. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. To return, here's Raheem Mostert. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Raiders returning their offense and this running back to the field. And he sure has proven to be a handful for them, grabbing their attention as a runner, but actually doing a good bit of damage as part of the team's passing game, too. 1st down, Smith to throw. Completed over the middle. Pushing it up past the 30.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
Running on 2nd with White. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. And it's the dime package on 3rd down by the Texans. Extra DBs on the field. Out of the gun, here's Smith. Coverman is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. The Raiders bringing out the punting unit. It'll be A.J. Cole doing the honors. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. The Texans and running back Joe Mixon headed out for their next series. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They're already on a modest little winning streak here, currently in position to stretch it to 3 games as they take the field again. Schultz with the catch. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Kirk in motion left. Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. And this throw's knocked away, incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call.
It's second down and 10.
Throwing is Stroud. Quick slant here to Kirk. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
Number 13.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
To the air yet again, it's Stroud. That's caught for the first. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. On play action, here's Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop him. Offense to the line for second down.
It's a loss of 8. Brings up 2nd and 18 at the 44-yard line.
Trying again, following the sack. Dumped off to his running back. And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. Devin White hauls him down. Raiders loading up the secondary on 3rd down. Count them, 6 DBs on the field. Here's Stroud now. Pass caught by Mixon. And he's brought down for a loss. The Texans set to punt. Tommy Townsend will kick it away. And he sends this away, definitely his best kick of the game thus far. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. It's a 54-yard punt that time. And the Raiders' drive is going to start deep on their own side of the field. From the gun, Smith. Escapes the pocket. He's going to keep it this time. And he slides. Simple dive up the middle. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Smith back to throw. Dump off caught by his back. And that's good for a gain of 5. Kalen Bullock up to make the stop. 3rd and 4 coming up now. A play fake, now Smith to throw. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. A.J. Cole on the punt. And he's been getting all of it every time out. Averaging over 50 yards a kick, and this is another one well hit. Fair catch, hauled in at the 18-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Completed to Collins. The 30. The 10. He goes the distance. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. Nico Collins with the touchdown. Fairbairn connects on the extra point. And the Texans double their lead to 14. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Mostert on the return. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. Out comes Las Vegas on offense. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Smith on 1st down. He lets one fly deep downfield. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Back to the air. It's Smith. He's got Bowers working the sideline. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35. Throwing on 3rd. Smith. He has the first over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. First and 10 from the 41. They'll give this up the middle to Lauby. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. That stop coming from Henry To'o. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. They go play action. Here's Smith. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up. They kick the running back in motion. Smith on third and short. Underneath it goes. Catch made by the running back. And he's going to be drugged down. Looks like at that 37-yard line. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's a Vegas first down. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. C.J. Gardner-Johnson there on the tackle. They get 6, and we've reached the 2-minute warning. We've hit the 2-minute warning now at NRG. The Raiders trailing on the scoreboard. Second and 4. Caught. Trey Tucker makes the play. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. They're now set for first and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he has enough room to gain about 4. Second and 6 coming up here. Shotgun snap to Smith. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Azeez Al-Shire has it. Reaches the 40. At the 20. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. One after up and good by Fairbairn. And the Texans stretch their lead to 21. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Mostert on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Raiders and this running back headed back out for a new series. And as he accumulates catches this season, Brock, some have stuck out to us more than most. And we had one of them on that last drive as he's reached a significant milestone for himself this year. Now Smith coming off that pick. Dumps it off to his running back. And looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Kalen Bullock up to make the stop.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
All right, we'll catch up with the rest of the league later. Let's go right through halftime and on to the start of the third quarter. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Mostert on the return. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. The Raiders back on offense, led out by Geno Smith. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game for him to operate out there, right? Number of rough moments for him. This defense able to pick him off twice to highlight their performance against him. They've got first down from the 31. Looking to throw, Smith. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Play made by E.J. Speed. Back to the line they go. It's second down. From the 36. Has him on the quick hitter. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. All right, set now, first and 10. Motioning Myers right. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Azeez Al-Shire that time on the tackle. Second and 6 coming up here. Got a man, it's Mayer. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Kamari Lassiter getting up there to make the stop. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. And again, it's Smith. complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Smith. Into the hands of Tucker, complete. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. This ball's cut by Bowers. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. It's 2nd and goal. They'll throw it again. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. Buckle up, it's 3rd and goal. Smith setting to throw. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. A give to Mixon up the middle. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Devin White hauls him down. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
On play action, here's Stroud. This has been a trend, yet another interception. Jeremy Chin has got it. And forget the interception, he makes this a pick-6 touchdown. Carlson adds the extra point. And the Raiders get it back to a 14-point game. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick-6. Here's Trayvon Smith with the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Houston offense out and ready to set up shop. And taking a look at these highlights, Brock, just a reminder of the type of game that they have had throwing the football. It really has been the key to their success.
Yeah, they've just not only stayed on schedule here, Kate. Man, they've made some music, right? Great rhythm.
Yeah.
Not just ahead of schedule, but huge plays that followed. We've seen a lot of different looks and wrinkles throughout this performance, and it's been a joy to watch.
And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Tommy Eichenberg on the coverage.
From the gun, Stroud. Into the hands of Schultz. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for the Texans. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
To the air yet again, it's Stroud. Finds the in route, complete. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. They have themselves another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Stroud off the play fake. Finding Collins. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
That's another Texans 1st down.
Cut out left. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
At the 21-yard line.
Nixon on the toss. And he's brought down after getting this to the 17 into the red zone. So now here's 3rd and 5.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. It's tipped away and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down. Everly's kick is good. And that makes this a 3-score game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
The return manages to get just beyond the 30. They've got 1st down from the 31. The Vegas offense getting set for another drive now. They took their shot on 4th and goal, came away empty-handed, so a lot to like, Brock, but just need to find a way to punch it in this time. 8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down. Back-to-back carries here. And the hit stops him cold. Wow, he maybe got back to the line. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Smith. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. They're out now, ready to punt it. And he's been one of the players of this game. Getting about 50 yards of boots so far, and here's another quality effort. He fields this at the 18. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Stroud. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Stroud. Caught by Collins on the slant. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
1st and 10, a run to Mixon. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
From the 48. That's complete. Here's Kirk. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Stroud. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
It's Mixon on 2nd down. And defenders are there to get him at the line. Jeremy Chin there on the stop. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now.
It's 3rd down and 6.
Shotgun snap, they're gonna throw. Short pass brought in. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. That one gains 7. And it sets up a Houston 1st.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So we're through 3 here. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. A give. This is Mixon. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10.
That's another
Throwing now from the gun. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And he'll go down here at the 16. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
At the 16-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, a give to Mixon. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
A loss of 1. It's now 3rd and 5.
Now it's Stroud. He has the catch, but no, he can't get down in bounds. Oh, Brock, it was nearly a touchdown, but they're going to say it's incomplete. Everly's kick is good, and that extends the lead to 20.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. The Raiders have their offense back out there. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Shotgun snap to Smith. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knock.
Brought in inside the 20. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense. Offense liked how that play went, so they choose to decline the penalty. First and 10 now. Here's Smith. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. And again, it's Smith. That's Thomas. He's got it. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space.
This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. Fourth and forever coming up. Out of the gun, here's Smith. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. Drive starts out with a first and 10. Now the give to Mixon. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. Man in motion, out of the slot. They're going play action. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
Brings up third down and 10.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down. Punt team on the field. And they could really use a good one here. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. And it ends up a good return for him, up past their own 40. Nice return there, 15 yards gain. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Now the Raider offense headed back to the field. They liked how that drive was going, but the ending, the turnover on downs, yeah, that's something they'll try to rewrite on this series. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Smith on first down. Finds his running back, Dylan Laube. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. All right, all set up now, first and 10. Now Smith. Throw reeled in by Mayer. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. Second and 6 coming up here. A play fake, now Smith to throw. Dumps it off to his running back.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Looks like they will indeed try it, 4th and 2. Smith setting the throw. Into the hands of Tucker, complete. And he's out of bounds, very close to that marker, but it looked a tad short. Oh, and it is! That's a turnover on downs. Running it with Mixon. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3. Second down now, 7 to go.
Brings up second and 7.
Keeping it with Mixon. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Running left, it's Pierce. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Their punter making his way out now. Signals for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 27. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Time for the Raiders offense to hit the field. 1st down, Smith to throw. He goes back to him yet again, complete. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. They'll come up 1st and 10. Here's Smith. Setting up the screen. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Offense in the hurry up here. From the gun, Smith. Throw reeled in by Thomas. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Second and 10. Again, it's Smith. Completed here to Laube. And he's brought down for a loss. Offense up to the line fast. He smartly won't risk something here and just chucks it away. Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Smith back to throw. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Texans are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Mixon on the counter. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Going to be 2nd down. They only get a yard that time, and we have reached the 2-minute warning.
2nd and 9.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. On the ground again with Mixon. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10.
It's now 3rd and 10.
A handoff for Mixon, running right. And he gets this down to the 22 before being stopped. Kaimi Fairbairn out there now to try a field goal for the Texans on this 4th down. It's on the right hash for this 39-yarder. Everly's kick is good. And they push their lead to 23.
So many of these players on the field, Kate, they just strive for consistency, but not the kickers. They strive for perfection, and so far, he's just that.
Mostert on the return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They'll get this drive started, 1st and 10. Now this offense getting set to work here. And they can really do what they want with these last couple of snaps afforded to them because the outcome already decided. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Back to the air, it's Smith. That throw finds Laube. And they'll get there and stop him at the line. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. Throwing on 3rd, Smith. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And they get to him and haul him down. What a play, forcing the sack, and that should just about put a bow on this one. He'll go to a knee, and that defense can only stop the clock 2 more times.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
So it's a win for the Texans. And they're continuing to survive among the final remaining unbeaten teams across the